Hey, what's happening, everyone? I'm SirJames coming at you guys with another video, and man, oh man, it's been a long time since I've last stood here and spoke to you guys in front of the camera. So how have you been? I mean, hopefully you guys have been good. I mean, I've been active on the channel as far as uploading stuff on the community tab, but it's been a while since standing here talking to you guys, bringing you another review. So I do thank you guys for your patience. If you're kind of curious, why is it so darn slow on this channel? That's because, well, a lot of the stuff that I had planned on reviewing, there's just stock issues at Disneyland. So in terms of getting the sizes that I need, they have no stock every time I go, and it's just so frustrating and annoying, and there's nothing I can do about it. Not too many things have been coming out that I've had my hands on or couldn't get, and there's a lot of big things, big reviews. To kind of give you a good example to look forward to, I would assume end of January, early January, end of December, early January, is I'm going to be reviewing, believe it or not, the life-size R2-D2 that you can buy from Star Wars Galaxy's Edge. That is right, my friend Sander bought one, and whenever it comes in, he invited me over with my camera to give you guys the full in-depth review, control R2 and all that fun stuff, which I can't wait for that to happen, and a few other great videos to come along the way, which mostly we're just playing the waiting game at this point. Until then, a fan had reached out to me through the use of Instagram and said, hey, how would you like to check out and review the KY Lightsaber for Starkiller? And I said, I'll be more than happy to check it out, which I think you guys will like to check it out as well. So just so there's no confusion, is KY Lightsaber and KR Lightsabers are two completely different companies, just so you guys are aware, to not get them mixed up. It's easy to get them mixed up because they're pretty similar as far as names go, but KY and KR are two completely different companies. Now, as far as the KY lightsabers go, I reviewed one of the hilts already, which was the concept art design for Kylo Ren's lightsaber that had the dual exposed crystal chamber. One was like a cracked out crystal, the other one was a normal one, which a lot of you guys really enjoyed. And I had mentioned, or at least I'm pretty sure I mentioned, that they also had a Starkiller-esque design. Obviously, this is not meant to be an exact replica of Starkiller's lightsaber. This is just a Starkiller inspired design, which still looks great nonetheless. So let me go ahead and let you guys know who do you have to think for this review. Just wanted to make sure I get the name correct here. So this was sent to me courtesy of Kel Trust Issue Kestis, which is a funny name nonetheless on Instagram, so thank you for that. And then as far as the install goes, this was installed by another person by the name MF Custom Sabers, which I'll put a link to his page in the video description down below, and also post it here on the screen so that way you guys can see it. And well, let me go ahead and give you guys a closer look. So like I said, this is a Starkiller inspired design, not to meant to be a replica of his saber. Which, you know, a lot of people make custom sabers based on designs that they like and inspirations from video games, comics, movies, you name it. And obviously this one is still rocking the exposed kyber crystal, which I personally love. Anything with an exposed kyber crystal, I'm a sucker for, just like double-bladed lightsabers. Those are like my main two things for sure. And I also really like a well-done weathered lightsaber, which I believe the weathering on this one, in my opinion, is very nice nonetheless. This is rocking two different buttons here, one for activation, the other one for the aux button as well. And this has the same design as the KY Lightsaber Jedi Killer, where you would remove this one screw to go ahead and expose the internals, which I'm going to go ahead and do right now. And this also features the D-ring at the very end, which in my opinion, I like D-rings more than CoverTech wheels. Personal preference. This one here has got a very nice install. It is rocking the Profi board right over here. We also got the recharge port. This one does not feature the removable battery, which is usually what I like to go for. This one has the recharge battery here, so which means all you need to do is just plug it in the recharge port here on the bottom. And this also came with a kill key, which is currently removed at this point in time to save, well, a couple seconds nonetheless. Then you simply just line the holes back up, plug in the screw, and it's as simple as that, just from start to finish. And go ahead and pop this in. Overall, as far as the build of the Saber, it's got that nice high build quality. For me personally, the only nitpick that I have is that I feel like the chassis in the inside is still a little loose. Like, this is like one of those helts where I don't feel confident going super crazy with, and I would be very cautious. Like, if this were to drop, I would be really nervous of how that chassis would be holding up in the end. That's really my only nitpick. But as far as everything else on this, and the install at least, besides again the chassis mechanism, is that it's all great. So let me go ahead and activate this right now. And this is also rocking the 28mm speaker, so it's gonna be nice and loud. Give you guys a look here with the exposed crystal. We also have our the blade plug here. It's been a while, my bad. The blade plug here, which is removable, of course, and you have your retention screw here for the blade, and of course to hold this in, you just loosen this and you can go ahead and simply pop that off and put it back on, so that way you can go ahead and protect it from any form of dust and to kind of give it that nice look nonetheless. So right now it's currently on the Saber or blaster bolt activation, so it's one of those more dynamic theme setups to where every time you swing the Saber, it's already doing the blaster bolt deflection instead of having to press the button like you would do before. Which is always nice. And I'm just going to cycle through the fonts that you could hear, because we're going to mostly go outside and swing this as cautiously as I can. Like I said, this isn't my Saber, so I want to be very cautious with how I swing it, because I don't want to drop this person's Saber. You know, he waited quite a long time to get it, and last thing that I want to do is to do something to cause any form of damage to his precious health, because I completely understand from a Saber enthusiasm standpoint. Or if there's another word I was going to use, but I'm like half asleep here.
Ascension. SirJames.
And just that way you can hear the nice clear audio before we go outside and any form of background sounds.
What about that, Chef? That one's garbage! The garbage will do!
There is still good in him.
From the ashes of destruction, I was the last survivor.
Luke Skywalker.
Ignition.
By the way, if you guys are familiar with your Saber fonts, you get bonus points if you can list which ones you've heard here from which company.
You're still holding on! Let go! Darth Vader.
Vengeance.
Sauvage Opress.
Lord Vader.
Seismic charges.
Are you a Jedi?
I am.
Ascension.
Though to be quite fair, I still find it hilarious that Mando bothered to ask that question to Luke after he just witnessed him swinging a saber, slaughtering all those dark troopers, and still had the audacity to ask him if he was a Jedi. It's like, did you not see what he just did? I forgot to mention this also has got Adjuster already pre-installed. So without even having to press the button to activate it, like here, you can just, like that.
SirJames.
And then you've already heard all the fonts. I think the one that I didn't play for some reason was the Starkiller one. But anyways, let's go ahead and take this outside and go ahead and give it a swing.
Ascension.
Ezra Bridger.
Seven's garbage! The garbage will do!
Obi-Wan once thought as you do.
Have you come to be my apprentice? Luke Skywalker.
Ignition. You're still holding on! Let go! Darth Vader.
Vengeance.
Savage Opress.
Lord Vader.
Seismic charges.
It's too late. This is your end.
Are you a Jedi? I am.
Alright, so welcome back. Hopefully you got the chance to enjoy the outside portion of this review. Like I said, I was mostly taking it easy with how I swing it, as the saber doesn't belong to me. It belongs to a subscriber that sent it in to me for review. Overall, I think it's a nice designed lightsaber. I like the fact that it's all fully decked out with the Prophy. Like I said, the only nitpick that I really have is that I don't know how fully sturdy that chassis is going to be. I feel like if the chassis install was a little bit more secure, I think I would be a lot more happier about it. But again, that's just my only 2 cents on it. So as far as the owner of the saber, I would encourage you to be a little bit cautious not to ensure to drop this. And definitely you want to be careful with as far as swinging goes, because I almost feel like... didn't mean to do that. But I kind of feel like if you get too crazy with the swinging, I feel like the chassis could jitter loose a little bit. So again, a little bit more cautious. Maybe there's some parts here that you can tighten a little bit. But again, that's just my 2 cents about it. But let me know what you guys think about the Starkiller inspired KY Lightsaber in the comment section down below. And as always, if you have any questions, feel free to ask me down below. And before I go, I'm just kind of curious. Well, recently we had Thanksgiving, Black Friday, and all that. So did any of you guys happen to buy, well, a lightsaber for your Black Friday sale? Let me know in the comment section down below. The one that I have coming, which is going to be a little bit of a longer wait, is the KR Lightsaber Ray Scavenger, but it's also going to be installed with the Master Chassis, and Solo Sabers is going to be due with the install. Fortunately, that one won't be here until February/March, so it's going to be a longer wait, but trust me, that's going to be well worth it in the end. Until then, I'll see you guys on the next video upload, and you guys have a good rest of your day.